So yeah, I'm gonna start the recording, and then we can just chat about like different topics. Um, and it's not too serious. It's just like what we usually chat about because I mean, we call each other pretty often and we just chat about shit. Um,
For
but
sure.
I have some topics in mind, and
What?
yeah,
Is this too bright for you, bro? Is it? Nah,
nah,
what you
nah, it's good because I mean, the quality of the video doesn't really matter. It's just like
more audio?
yeah, if the audio is good, anyone's gonna watch it. Let me just make sure that I'm able to record this. Oh, do you see my Christmas background?
I see. I was like, what?
Oh. Alright. No, that's
Okay.
good, man, because my room is it's pretty shit.
Yeah. No,
And
you
there's
gotta.
only I only have like a white wall behind me. Like, I wanted to pimp it out, for this video.
Wait, does Skype do that for you?
Yeah, they have different backgrounds that you can put on.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's really cool.
But they don't have like a nice Christmas one. So this is the closest to Christmas that I can get.
Yeah, we in Christmas spirit.
Hell yeah, man.
Really cool.
Thanks, bro. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna start recording, or it's already recording. So I'm probably gonna maybe cut off some of the parts.
For sure.
Yeah, but it's not a big deal, man. Just chillax and we just chat about some stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just gonna introduce you. So hi everyone. This is Camille from Tak Camille. And
Oh,
basically, this is one of my friends. His name is Vatsal. We grew up together. So we've been through a lot of the same experiences. We grew up in the same neighborhood and went to the same school. And kind of we had similar mindsets, when we were really young. So we
yeah.
have a lot of the same experiences, right?
Yeah.
And yeah,
We like came together. We came here in the same year, and we both never knew English, and like we became like really good friends, and kind of like had the similar experiences. But yeah.
yeah. We both immigrated from other countries, so America was basically brand new to us, and yeah, I guess we had a lot of struggles, like similar struggles,
Yeah.
but we'll get into that. And yeah, so Vatsal, he has a photography business, and he's making decent money right now. So you're actually running like a little photography thing, yeah?
Yeah. It's photography is kind of like my little side hustle. My
Uh,
main my main field is audio engineering at
yeah.
studio and a filmmaker, like being a director and making videos more of. Photography I picked up a long time ago, and I just got really good at it, and I just do it for fun now. It's not really my main source of income, but I still do it here and there.
Nice. But you got clients with videos, right? You do some wedding work and
Yep.
some music videos.
Yeah, I do weddings, music videos, commercials. Those I'm
Uh-huh.
really open to all sorts of videos, but those three fields are like my main right now, like music videos,
Nice.
weddings.
And like, so when you get clients, do you usually get them yourself and you like run everything and you organize where everything is going to be shot?
With weddings, I'm with another company,
Hmm.
so it's really all set up for me already. They really just hire me, and they would need me as a second shooter, and then there's a lead shooter,
Hmm.
and yeah, I'm pretty much like an assistant when it comes to a wedding. I'm not really in charge of a lot of things. I'm just there to like help out and like film and just take good shots, and.
For sure, man. That's good. That's like a little side hustle for you. And then
Yeah.
you also, yeah, you work as a music producer, so that's something like you do on a daily basis, right?
Yeah. On a daily, yeah, that's really my like main thing right now. It's audio engineering. We have a
Mhm.
studio in close to the city, and it's been growing really fast. Um, Everyone's been like getting so much better, and people are really into music nowadays. They love like singing, rapping, and they just like our studio and the vibes we bring in. So I want to
Hmm.
focus more on that and like build that eventually.
Right. And, what type of like people do you have in your studio? Is it just hip hop, or do you have like all variety of music?
Yeah, it's mainly hip hop. Like majority of it is rap and hip hop, but people are sometimes people make music that I don't even know what to call it. It's like so different from everyone else. It's it's still like rapping or like singing, but in a different way. It's hard to explain because I don't know what genre it is, and so people are like creating their own little wave and sound. And it's really cool to like hear all that and work with it.
Yeah, so it's always something different, and it's kind of you're in a really creative space, so you kind of get to mix it up and try new things. And you're
Yeah.
always getting people that from different backgrounds. That's
Hmm.
cool. Well, yeah, I just wanted to introduce that so people kind of get an idea of like what you do, you know,
Yep.
because I kind of want to go to the past a little bit and talk about the past
Sure.
and kind of the struggle that you've been through. So like, how did you get to this point where you're working in a studio now and you're making decent money and you're taken care of? Like, where did it all start?
Well, it started way back in high school. You were there too.
Yeah,
We both started around like the same time back in 2012. I'm not sure, like 2012, 2013. You know, we got
yeah,
on FL Studio. We started making electronic music, and we were big on like the whole festival scene, and we wanted to be like big DJs.
yeah. I remember
No,
that.
we were like really passionate about it, and we did that for like a year or two, and um, after that, it kind of it got a little weird because I went through another phase. I went through a phase of my life where I was really thinking if I want to do this,
Hmm.
and I kind of like dropped it. You know, I dropped out. I dropped music at one point, and that's how I picked up photography. And
Yeah,
photography up
and
from
that.
photography went to like videography. That picked up, and then like throughout those years in between, I went through trials and errors. Like I felt lost a lot of times. I didn't know what to do, but I knew that I just had to like keep going and keep trying because eventually it'll work out. Like one day it has to work if you work consistently, like you know, throughout the year, it's gonna work out one day. And this year, I kind of just got lucky because one of my homies, George, um,
Uh,
he's also a longtime friend from high school, and we also went to this music school together, and we both dropped out. But he kept doing the whole music business and being an artist and recording people, and his studio grew like really big, and he needed me this year. He's like, bro, listen, you're the only person I trust, and I want
uh,
to studio with you, you know. And so
yeah.
yeah, it just kind of came back to me, and it really blew my mind because I never thought that music would come back to me.
Yeah, that's strange, man. How like yeah, what you did or what you liked the most when you were young, you kind of do it later on in life.
Yeah,
And you go through all these different experiences and different jobs, but like sometimes it leads to like the same thing that you were passionate about when you were a young kid.
yeah,
Uh, like for example, now I'm doing design, right? And like I used to love to draw when I was little, and now I'm 20, about to be 25, and I'm getting a lot of like gigs to do design, and I actually enjoy it. You know, I like sitting there with my iPad and just
yeah.
drawing things and being creative. Uh,
That's yeah, man. That's really cool. Dude. You never know, like it's so crazy. It's crazy to think about how it comes back to you, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Yeah. And then so like okay, we finished high school, right? And
Yeah.
then did you go to college or what happened with college? Like what was your realization with that?
Man, I went after high school. I went to college for like 2 semesters. I did like pretty gen eds, you know, like math and public speaking, whatever classes.
I did public speaking too.
Yeah, I wasn't very good at it. I don't know. School just didn't feel right for me, so I dropped out. Or
Mhm.
I figured I was gonna take a break. I didn't know I was gonna drop out. I just took a break, and then me and George, my other homie, we went to SAE, School of Audio Engineering, and we went for 1 year.
Yeah.
After a year, we dropped out again. I don't know. We were kind of young, and personally, I was just kind of going through like little pages, and I was still trying to figure out what I wanted to do,
Mm-hmm.
and taking all these risks of like just dropping out and not going through with it. It could get stressful sometimes, but
Yeah.
um,
Do you regret it now though, or how you feel about it now?
no, I don't regret it at all because it all worked out for me. I kept trying. Like, yeah, I had to work shitty jobs sometimes, but it 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 came back. Like, it's good now. I don't need to rely on a degree or anything. Like, I'm running my own businesses, and mm,
Mm-hmm.
it's growing. It's definitely growing.
Yeah.
It's on the way.
Yeah. I mean, it takes time, right? So
Takes time. Yeah.
put in the work and just wait a little bit, and eventually you get something out of it. But like, why didn't you like university? What was like something about university that didn't appeal to you?
Just man, it was just school. Like, I just wasn't into like, I don't know. I'm not sure how to explain this. When you go to school and you feel like this is not for me. You get that feeling like, man, what am I doing here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just kind of how I felt. Like like deep inside, I felt like I was meant to do something bigger and not live a normal 9 to 5 life. I
Yeah.
wanted to like get out the box and do something bigger. And I figured the only way to do that is to really just like get out there on your own and uh, get some experiences with different jobs or work, or keep trying out new shit until you find like what you want to do. You know what I mean?
That's true though. Yeah, that's true. And a lot
Yeah.
of people they go through like this phase where, like a lot of people tell them to go to university and study and get a degree, and then they go through all of that, and at the end they still don't really have experience in the real world.
Oh,
Uh, and I feel like in the US it's kind of more open-minded, because ever since I've been living here in Europe, I see that most of the people here have like a good education, but yeah, it seems like the people here aren't really happy. And
yeah,
in the US, it's kind of the opposite, where people are like, ah, fuck college, I'm just gonna do my own thing.
yeah,
And I like I vibe with that. Yeah, I feel that you should experiment and do your own thing. But like, if you want to get into things that require a degree, then yeah, obviously go to a university. Like if you're going to become a doctor or a lawyer or something
of
more
course.
difficult like that, yeah. Like for example, I dropped out too after a month of doing
Yeah,
some courses at a community college, and I think that was a good thing for me because I started to travel and I started to experiment with different jobs and try things.
yeah,
But now, as I'm growing up, I'm realizing that I kind of want to go back because I want to get like educated in a subject, and it's just like because of personal interest, because I'm really interested in something. But yeah, for people like who are thinking about going to university or just doing their own thing, like I would
yeah.
say, just do your own thing for a couple years, see how it goes, and you always have the opportunity to go back to college if you want. It's not gonna harm you.
Right. I agree. Yeah. It all depends on like what you want to do, you know? Like you said, if some areas do require education, like being a lawyer or doctor, like of course you need to go to school for that. And if you're really into that, go for it. Like if you're happy
Yeah.
with that. But if you have this like entrepreneur mindset where you want to start your own thing, then school might not be the greatest thing for you because you need real life experiences of building something up on your own and getting out there and just exposing yourself. So it
Yeah.
just depends on like what you want to do, really.
Yeah, that's true. All right, let's move on from this topic into the next thing. So this can lead into I think you try one. Follow. Create that follow. Oh, okay. So there's a question I wrote on this, which is, should you follow your passion or should you create your passion?
That's a good question. Um, so I'd say if you haven't figured out what your passion is, you have to make one. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's the way I could answer that because I know at first I was just kind of experimenting with music and stuff, like I thought that was my passion because I was making music for a while, like for a year or two, and then it died out.
Yeah.
And I started doing different things. Man, so here's the thing about passion. Passions can turn into work. Like
Mm-hmm.
it could turn into your career
Yeah.
and it turns into business eventually, and it that creativity or that passion you had kind of dies out a little bit. So you
Mm-hmm.
have to keep on upgrading or like
Innovating. Yeah.
yeah, you have to keep you have to be more innovative with your work and keep creating new waves, like new styles or like whatever you're doing, graphic design, painting, like music, whatever it is. You just gotta like keep making new shit because if you stay with the same thing, it kind of dies out. So you have to
Mm-hmm.
create like more and more passion to be in to be engaged with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Because like the way I see it is, you kind of have to think about like, who do you want to be around? Like, what do you want to do every day? And
Yeah,
like, what type of experiences you want to have? And then once you kind of realize this, then kind of find a passion that fits like all those things.
yeah,
And then like once you find that passion, you can't just sit there and hope for it to happen or hope that someone will push you into it or give you the motivation. You kind of have to start doing stuff. So
yeah.
if it's music, you have to start like collaborating, meeting artists, creating
Mm-hmm.
new type of sounds. Or if it's photography, you have to get your clients, you have to go to some sort of events to meet people, and you have to be engaged and yeah, and put a lot of work into it because it's not just gonna unfold by itself. You
Right.
know, you always have to sort of be creating to keep that passion and have that fire, right?
Yeah, absolutely. When I just a quick example before we move on. Like
Hmm.
when I work with audio engineering and music. Hang on one second. Hold on.
Good. Oh, good.
Yeah, but yeah. Hold on, my mom just
It's your
walked.
mom. She bring the rotis.
Oh no, man. Um,
Yeah.
shit. What was I saying?
Talking
Oh,
about passion and
so yeah, with audio engineering, like sometimes I work with really talented artists. We make really, really good music, and we're all happy. But then after a week, it dies out. You ask yourself, like, what's next? Like, you feel me? So you have to
yeah.
keep creating. You have to keep lighting up that fire inside you and kind of keep growing with it. So
Mhm.
it's yeah, you gotta keep going with that. That's all.
Yeah, that makes sense, brother. That makes sense.
So,
All right, we can move on to the next thing, which is Nofap. So yeah, I think you were the one that kind of introduced me to Nofap. It was when I was 18, and you told me that you were doing like 30 days, and I was like, I have anxiety. Let me try this shit. You know, my life is not so good. Let me try this. So what do you think of or what's your kind of experience with Nofap? Like, how'd you get into it, and what do you think of it?
I'm not sure when I found out about it, but it was like a couple years ago. I hold on, just give me a second to
Think about it.
Oh yeah,
I'm getting hot. Oh.
Okay, so it was Reddit. It was on Reddit that I ran into it, and
Yeah.
I started reading all these posts about like success stories and how people had, good experiences, just being more alert and living life a little more, like enjoying the little things. And I'm not sure what I was going through, but I'm pretty sure I wasn't in a good point in my life. I was still trying to figure things out, so I tried it.
Mm-hmm.
For like a week, or I think I tried for a week for the first time, and I'm like, man, this is harder than I thought. I think I kept relapsing for a while, and once you stop doing it for about like 2 weeks to a month to like more, however long you could go, you can really see the differences, and you kind of become more aware of like just the little things in life. You're aware of your thoughts, your energy levels, your perspective on women in real life, because porn and it is not real. It's really all fake and stimulated.
Yeah, man. A lot of makeup and purposeful shots, you know.
Yeah, and I, I, s- I feel a lot more energetic when I'm on Nofap.
Yeah.
I also tend to work out more, and
Yeah. Gives you more energy. Yeah, it does, man.
no. Hold on, I'm sorry.
It's all good.
No, man,
This
I'm
is the
so
best,
sorry, bro. This is
best
one thing about
podcast
living.
ever, man.
This is one thing about living with your parents, bro. It's kind of that's whatever.
Yeah, so you're saying that no fat, you're feeling good and you get a lot more energy.
Oh yeah, more energy, and especially if you work out, you build your gains much faster.
Yeah.
You build your endurance much faster, and
Mm-hmm.
you subconsciously you kind of become a magnet to ladies because they
Oh,
they know they know that you got the juice. You feel me?
yeah, they smell that shit, man. The
Yeah,
pheromones.
I think it's really beneficial, to be honest, like because that energy that you release, especially to porn, is really it's not healthy at all.
Yeah,
You got to get out there with like real women if you want to, be active and stuff with that.
true, true.
But my take is I think everyone should try it out to practice their willpower. You can't be you can't be chained up to an addiction. It's an addiction. It's a really bad addiction that people have, but people don't see it like that. You gotta like free yourself from all the addictions you got.
Mm-hmm.
Be better.
I mean, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, it's like it's a sex addiction, you know, and a lot of it, like especially for men, we get really horny, right? And especially when you're in your 20s, you have a lot of sexual energy, so you can like either have sex with a regular woman or you can just go to a porn site and watch a little bit of porn and you get the same type of feeling. And the
Right.
thing is, your brain, it doesn't know the difference. You know, it actually thinks that there's a woman right in front of you. So it's distorting your mind and distorting like how you perceive reality and then how you perceive women. And so you start seeing women as just sexual objects. And then it's really hard for you to interact with women especially if you're doing day game or if you're yeah,
Uh,
if you're female friends, you know, it's really hard to even interact with them because you just see them as like objects of pleasure.
yeah, man, and it also like comes down to being in control of your life. You know, if you could like control your emotions and your thoughts, um, there's a high chance you will go far in your life just because of that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's self-discipline.
Yeah,
And
that's
I guess this leads into meditation. So, what are your thoughts on meditation? Because I know you've done it for a long time.
oh man, meditation has probably changed my life. Um, yeah,
Too. Yeah.
I'm actually on like a really long streak right now. I'm almost on 18, 19 days, like
Damn.
20
How
minutes,
long? How long you? 20 minutes a day.
20 minutes a day in the morning and sometimes nighttime, depending on how tired I am.
Hmm.
But it's been amazing, to be honest. I'm the more I do it, the more I get into it. Like with especially like when I'm meditating,
Yeah. What's
uh,
your experience on that?
I get to be with myself in the present moment. It's
Uh,
man, a little tough to explain, but your mind is constantly running, and you can like catch yourself. I'm like, oh, all right, there I go, and then you kind of got to come back to like being in the present moment, and
mhm.
you have to be aware of like it comes down to like awareness and being uh, mindful. And the more you practice that, the more you can catch little things in life. You know, like if you're ever about to make a decision and you don't know, that's when you could um, that's when you could like know what to do. You know?
Mhm. Yeah, it's like this because you get I think self-awareness from it. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, even if we come back to pornography, you know, like if you're about to watch porn, if you meditate, you're gonna be aware of those like sexual thoughts and you're gonna catch yourself before you do
Ex-
it, and then you
Yeah.
can just pull back, you know?
So that's what it helps me with a lot, catching myself before I make bad decisions. I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to do this, but
Yeah.
like, is it really good for you? No. So I,
That's
you back off.
yeah. And also
Med-
when it come or go on, yeah,
Meditation is amazing, man. It brings up my confidence. I have no anxiety when dealing with people.
same.
I get straight to the point without overthinking it.
Yeah. So you're saying that meditation is probably like the biggest thing that changed your life, yeah?
Yeah, it all started with meditation for me. Like, cause
Same.
once once I got into that world, I really started questioning life and like
Uh-huh.
whole purpose of it and my purpose and the people I'm with, the people I'm surrounded with. It just raised so much awareness in my life that you kind of grow so much just because of that.
Cool.
Uh,
And do you remember like the first time you meditated, or is
yes,
you
it
do?
was. I think it was at your house.
No fucking way.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it was on. It was on your house on church, where
Mhm.
my mom is now, or your family, or
Yeah, they live in there now.
Yeah, I remember we were watching like this guided meditation video,
Hmm.
and oh, it was like 10 p.m. at nighttime, and we all tried it, and I don't know, it was new to us, but we kind of felt a little different,
Hmm.
and ever since then, it was like, damn, this is a good way to be with yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I, I don't. I think that was the first time I ever did it.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
I don't
Because
know if for that, but I do though.
I I don't know. I'm thinking of like Eli. You know, I remember doing something with Eli. I don't know if he was the one that introduced me to meditation,
Yeah,
but yeah, I remember that when I was I think 17, it was the first time I did it
yeah,
because I was going through because I think I just dropped out of high school, right?
Yeah.
And I was living with my parents, and I was going through a lot of anxiety, and I couldn't even go outside. And I just tried meditation because I heard it maybe through Eli or maybe on a YouTube video. And like the
Yeah.
first time I did it, man, it was like crazy because I could literally go outside and not feel anxious, you know?
Yeah.
I was just so aware of everything. So
Yeah.
it was a big experience for me doing meditation for the first time.
It was really nice, man. Yeah.
All right, so
Everyone
guys,
meditate, man. Everyone should, like, for
yeah,
real.
you
Really
should at
now,
least try it. Yeah,
nowadays, man, it's a lot going on in the world. People need to be more with themselves and like get their thoughts together. It could
yeah,
get really chaotic if you don't have your thoughts together.
that's true, man. Yeah, perfect time to try meditation, especially like during lockdown. Just
Yeah,
fucking meditate all day.
literally. Also, take cold showers.
Yeah, cold showers are really good too,
I've been
especially if you're working out.
taking freezing cold showers here, bro.
You do it every day now
Every day, bro.
after the workout. Yeah.
Yeah. Today I didn't really work out because my body is so sore. I worked out for like the past 6 days, but
Mhm.
I still took a cold ass shower though. Like
Wait, and do you go to the gym or you do like home workouts?
I don't know. It really depends on my mood. Like if I know I don't have enough time, I would really just do it at home. I would do like 100 push-ups, 50 pull-ups, and like a bunch of other things. I would just go for an hour, like just doing either a body weight workout or if I feel like going to the gym, I'll go to the gym.
Yeah.
Gym, it's been little like because of the lockdown, they don't let you use lockers or nothing.
But,
Yeah, no showers and like nothing. So you kind of just show up and then get out.
but you can use the equipment.
You can use their equipment and that's all. And you have to have your mask on all the time.
Oh shit.
So that's why I haven't been going there like that because I don't really like that. I
Yeah.
want to like rather just do it home sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah,
As long,
that's
as long as you're doing it every day, it's cool.
yeah. As long as you're getting some exercise.
No.
Yeah. I work out at home, so I have like this 30-minute body weight workout that I do, but I'm also doing like martial arts. So whenever I'm not doing that, I
Yeah.
just work out in my tiny room, man.
Oh yeah. That's good,
And,
bro. Honestly, exercising.
okay.
You got to. I learned that recently.
Yeah. All right, let me just ask you, how much time you got, man, before you gotta go?
I got like 10 minutes.
10 minutes. All right. So let me just get on like just two more topics and then we good.
For sure.
All right. So the next quick topic is women, important or not, and when is the right time to focus on women?
Um, when is the right time to focus on women?
Yeah.
All right, hang on 1 second. I have to like plug my phone in real quick. Hold on. Sorry, bro. My phone is dying. I gotta charge this.
No, it's all good.
Um, the important is women. Women, we need women in our life.
Yep.
We can't. They're the ones who give birth and everything, and I respect and appreciate women a lot, but there's a time to have them in your life. If you don't have your own life together, do not focus on women because
Yeah.
women look for protection and security, and and of course they're not going to be with a man that doesn't have his shit together.
Yeah.
You'll only end up hurting yourself more. At first she might be with you because that's how every relationship is, all like lovey-dovey and everything is fun. But after a while, it's gonna die out because you haven't gotten your shit together and it's not fun anymore.
Yep.
So I feel like as a man, you really have to like get your money up, get your like life together, man. You have to be in control of your life because they want that alpha male. They want a leader. They don't want no like someone who's not in control of their life. They want someone to provide for the family, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's man, if you know if you're struggling in your life, I say just focus on yourself. Don't worry about women. I know it's tough because we need that love and affection, but at the same time, it's like I don't know. It's a commitment too, you know. Once you get into it, it's a commitment, and if you're
Yeah.
trying to like better your life, it's gonna slow you down a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot of time to have a good relationship with a woman, you know, because you have to dedicate like a little bit of time every day into the relationship. Otherwise, it's just gonna go bad after a while. And yeah,
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
get this excitement at the beginning, right? Because you got all these hormones and lovey-dovey shit, and you're making out, having sex, and doing all of that. But
Yeah.
like a year or so in, you know, you realize that you both like you have your lives, and you need to like take care of your lives as well, not just the relationship. And
Right.
so it's better just to be in the right place, and when you're in the right place, then come together and create like a yeah, just a
Environment. Yeah.
yeah, a really strong relationship because you're both coming from a strong place. But if you're both kind of you don't have anything in life and you're sad and depressed and you're just using each other for that, like
Yeah.
that's not a good relationship to get
Yeah.
into.
Exactly. And even if you got like you know if you do have your shit together, then you would want a woman that also has her shit together. You feel me? It goes
Exactly.
back to back. It goes back to back. You don't
Yeah,
want a woman that's like chaotic, you know?
yeah, that's true. It's like having friends, you know. You don't want friends who bring you down and drag you down and make you depressed. You want friends who inspire you.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I say they're important, but if you're trying to get somewhere in your life, you kind of have to make that sacrifice before you settle down. That's
True.
just my opinion, though. I know there's like rare gems out there,
Yeah.
really genuine females that really care about your life and like your success and will understand your struggle. But those are like super rare to find nowadays, man. I don't know where to find them. It's just
You gotta come to Europe, bro. You're in the wrong country.
yeah, you know, if they come, they come. If not, it's cool. I'm just gonna keep grinding till I get it, and then once I'm ready, bro, I'm good. You feel me?
Don't
I'm
worry,
ready.
man. They're gonna DM you.
Yeah. It's tough, bro, man. So like social media shit like ruins everything for a lot of people nowadays, bro. Like
Hmm.
everybody wants like all the good things, bro. People don't understand what goes behind the work and the struggle that people go through.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. Women, I like it, you know, just it just depends on where your life is at.
True, true,
But
true.
definitely respect them and admire them for who they are.
Yeah. And I mean, this is a really like a deep topic that we can get into, and we can like talk about the psychology of women and like what's the right way to get women. But I'm not gonna continue into that. I'm gonna move on to the last thing, which is because I know you went through like a time where you were really spiritual.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to touch upon that. And like, what do you think of spirituality and like trying to connect with the higher self and trying to realize like the whole meaning of life and shit like that?
Um, I think practicing spirituality kind of opens you up a little bit because um, it's also it could also be it could also be damaging. Um, or damaging, not damaging, but it could also be like a little scary because you can fall down into a rabbit hole with spirituality. With
Mhm.
spirituality comes awareness, and the more aware you are of things in life, the more you find out that there's a lot of pain and like sadness, and the world is cruel, you know. So it's, man, spirituality is tough because you have to be ready for the truth, and the truth is no fun. It's actually like the opposite. It's really painful to hear all the truth.
Mm-hmm.
You realize, and you realize like you can only do so much in this lifetime, where you just want to take care of your people and just go on from there. But man, I'm getting off track. Hold on.
No, it's so good.
It's a big topic. There's a lot
Yeah.
I could talk about.
Yeah, but you had this phase of your life, right, where you were really, really spiritual,
Yeah,
and like what insights did you get from that?
I did. Yeah, I. So I went fully sober for 8, 9 months. I thought, you know, I thought I'd find something about myself. I went vegan. I wanted to fully detox. I wanted to fully unlock my potential.
Yeah.
And it was really, really nice at first because I felt good. You know, I felt pure almost, because when you eat good, when you sleep good, when you practice a lot of good habits in your life, you tend to just function better.
True.
But at the same time, I was kind of young in that phase, and I did push away a lot of people because I want to surround myself with ignorance, and
Mm-hmm.
people, you know, I thought like, man, these people don't know anything, and
Yeah, they're not on the same vibe as me.
they're not, yeah, they're not the same vibe as me, and they're just kind of like ruining their lives by doing all these things that are not bettering themselves, and it kind of got really toxic for me at one point.
Yeah, perfect.
All right. I was just saying, just be careful because just because of the differences everyone has with each other, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, I I kind of let that go and started being close with my friends again, and the people that I was pushing away, I apologized to them, and you know, everyone has something that we could all learn from each other, and
Right.
kind of just accept everyone for who they are, no matter what they do, unless it's like really, really toxic. Then yeah, let that shit go. But everyone's
Exactly.
just trying to figure it out for themselves too. You know, everyone's just kind of lost and trying to find their own thing. So yeah, just be careful with spirituality. It's good. It'll open you up most definitely, and you'll learn a lot about, like, you know, the natural laws and the way to do things without being artificial.
Yeah.
But also, you can also fall into a rabbit hole. So just be careful.
Yeah, exactly. So don't, yeah, because spirituality can take you really, really deep, but also it depends on what type of spirituality, you know, and like, yeah, you can be vegan, yeah, you can believe in fucking souls and the universe and energy,
Yeah.
and that's all good. But the thing that I've realized through doing spiritual things is that everyone's going through a similar experience. Everyone is suffering at some point in life, and everyone is learning lessons along the way. So even if a person right now he's struggling, you know, like just see that experience or see his experience as just an experience. He's going through something, and eventually he will learn a lesson, and he will come out of it.
Yeah.
As judge people too harshly. And like, yeah, you don't have to hang out around negative people, you know, but like, don't completely cut them off. Like, I have my family, and a lot of my family members, you know, they're negative, but still, I
Yeah.
talk to them sometimes. I try to give them advice, and I understand like that's just something that they're going through, and maybe later in life they're gonna realize some things that I've realized, and yeah, and then we can connect on a more higher level.
Exactly. Yeah. At that point, you realize that we're all just trying to do this together.
Right. That's exactly it. All right. So I guess I'm gonna end it on this point.
For sure, bro.
And yeah, man, it was a really good chat. Thanks for answering all the questions, because I'm sure that a lot of people that will listen to this, maybe now or maybe in the future, will get a lot of like insights, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and you're obviously a handsome Indian actor, so a lot of Indian dudes.
I don't know how I look like right now, but
You look like a fucking Bollywood actor, bro.
I've gone there. But
Yeah,
quick message before we leave this, guys. Whatever you're going through, just stay focused. Try your best every day. Try to better yourself. Try to cut off bad habits. And don't, tell yourself that you're raw, man. You're the shit. Tell yourself every day that
oh yeah,
you're good. You got this. Like, ain't nothing stopping you.
yeah.
All right, so just keep going.
All right, and then do you wanna, I don't know, drop any Instagram or anything like that? Oh my God.